Straight back, Cake's having to go up there, want to get a little bit of rocket poke off. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, great stuns coming out here by Jesu. Great whirlwind counter onto Prego from Zyku. Not able to do too terribly much there. And Nawa, of course, Crystalline Shiv at the ready there, giving him the mana regen that he does so desperately need. But other than that, that's going to be all she wrote right now. And other than that, again, we apologize for the black screens that ended up happening here, as again my game bugs out one more time. There we go.
Alright, so a lot of action here between the mid lane and top lane so far. A lot of poking going on back and forth here. Carter and Vex able to just siege Ace and Ray here under tower. This lane is not going to go in their favor. You might see Ace first blooded here. Yeah, he's first blooded in that lane. Carter, I believe Carter picked the kill for that one there. Yeah, he did. He's just able to snipe people so far.
That is definitely true there. And taking a look yet again at Heck and Jesu, these guys are just facing off at you. You have Ray basically going up against the hill. I mean, Prego, he's just getting the last hit. To me, you can tell he's not about harassing at all. But definitely the Ray and the Hail harass Masters, and Zyku, he's just not been able to get off the Whirlwind and Dark Storm combination. But take a look back in the mid, Wubby taking the Swarm Rockets yet again to the face, very, very slow, but getting great counters there with the Static Field.
The only way this lane goes in Wubby and Nails' favor is if they get that hard engage and Ray can get those stuns off every time.
Oh, speaking of which, Mob is going down, and one more auto attack, boom, but Vex is going to ult straight down in there. Ruin too late.
Yeah, too late there for sure. Nawa just doing work on Vex here. It wasn't even worth him to ult, but looks at this. Did him more of a disservice.
Oh, most definitely. You got to pay the piper whenever you're going up against this Moxie. Meanwhile, at the mid, since Vex left, now we have the tower that is under attack. Cake's in a lot of trouble here, having to stay away from those static fields. Meanwhile, over in the top lane, still being pressured up against the tower is Heck and Zyku. Prego, though, he is going to take that double, finally able to land off the Dark Storm and the Whirlwind combination. Ruin in a lot of trouble as well, going down against Nawa, taking way too many static shocks back up to the face from him as well. Excuse me, zaps, and
this could spell disaster here for Illuminati. That Vex play. If they had made that count and they had picked the kill, it would have been okay. But now, I mean, you got to look at this mid tower is down to just 1 bar, and you look at the bottom tower is down to 1 bar as well. I mean, there's a lot of global objectives just itching to go down at this point.
All too true. And take a look at that. Great moves by Jesu, Zyku, and Heck, just dodging each other's skills like no one's business. Wubby, of course, taking way too much damage over there from Ruin. Swarm Rockets to the face along with those Vorbis Seekers, going to do just a ton of damage. Meanwhile, Mob, he's sitting down here in quote-unquote bottom tier, 330 GPM. Compare him over here to Nawa. Nawa, 457. Definitely going to start taking its toll out here within the next few minutes.
Oh, definitely. There's no way you can come back from 120 gold per minute. If you don't fix that, you're just going to get raped.
And Ruin, avalanche to the face. Great use of the shield, popping over the health. And that's going to allow Cakes to get a kill. Excuse me, Ruin gets a kill on top of Nali's. Nali's going down to it. And now Rook went down there as well. Rook, excuse me. Dear Lord, I'm getting all the names wrong now. But Cakes gets a kill on top of Wubby.
And if you had missed it, Moxie, Nawa just picked up another blood on Mob down there and takes tower.
Yeah, I was reading the actual kills, and that got me a little bit confused here.
Yep, no problem.
But Zyku getting stunned out, Freeze Ray being dropped out, Prego trying to get it, but gets avalanched on. Great counter out, and here comes Ruin up to the top lane. Hey, about a swing. Great death ray coming out there by Jesu yet again.
Good read there by Ruin on that play. Very solid play by him there. And just able to secure that. He made that situation a lot better than it should have been.
All too true. Oh, look at that. Cake's coming down here to the bottom. Looks like they want to try and see if he can get the kill onto Nawa. Unfortunately, though, he did end up tripping the obelisk, so Nawa knew that he was there. Mid tower going down, favor of Vex Gaming. Ruin coming in for defense. Not able to do some help. There goes the bile on top of Nali's as well, but the creep's blocking the rockets. Not going to do him any favors whatsoever. And Nawa, oh, look at that. Great dodge by Mob as well.
Nawa's just out of control now. If you look at his gold per minute, he's up to 550. There's no one on the map that can even compete with him at this point. That is a big gold differential. At this point, that is the That's the difference between an item.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
so that is huge.
Not only that, he's level 10, highest level in
I mean
the
a building
game.
block item. I don't mean a building block item, I mean like a full build item at this point is what he's up on everyone else.
That's right, and I don't know exactly how Illuminati is going to come back from this one. They are just taking so much terrible damage right now in all the lanes. Now, granted, you have Ruin. If he can catch up, instead of getting stunned there's another great avalanche, pops up the shield, and now Cake's coming in for the counter, wanting to get a Ring of Fire up. That's the one thing I have not seen from Cakes is any Ring of Fire. No extra damage. That rocket is going to just sputter away, not even connecting with the intended target. Meanwhile, Crystalline Shiv coming out there along with the jump boots. Down in the bottom lane, by the way, Ravage, your microphone is not working yet again. Nalis gets some power boots on there with the Crystalline Shiv. Meanwhile, Ruin has a Crystalline Shiv, still just keeping up that health staff, and it's not really doing too much. Zyku, of course, dominating up there with the Reaper's Scythe now. Hopefully he can get a little bit more kills and assists there to get the extra movement speed. Meanwhile, Jesu dropping out defensive mines. Very, very smart moves by him as well. And do believe I hear Ravage coming back to life here in just a few moments.
Oh yeah, I'm back to life here now. I'm just talking to the roommate. Just got home off work. Alright, so... Oh, what an engage there under the tower. They pick up the kill on Carter.
Very bold move.
Much alt, so damage.
Very bold moves as Mob is now gaining back up in momentum. 368 GPM, some free farm, though he is being very careful. As you can see here, Nawa coming straight back down. Grimwire on him. Going to give him the extra damage, the penetration that he does need. Meanwhile, on the top lane, great Bedlam Bolt on top of Jesu. Heck getting off an excellent Earthquake, though. It looks like Prego goes down on him. And absolute domination there, though. Oh, ultimate up there by Ruin. Great counter stun on top of the hill, going straight to Wubby. Wants to get off the Vorbis Seekers, but it's being split over there between an Illusion and two heroes along with some creeps. Not able to do too much, and there goes the Charge Strike. Inertia Blade out there as well. Great free race by Wubby, and that is a 3-for-1 trade-off in favor of
that
Vex.
definitely does not help the favors of Illuminati right now. They're going to lose a tower for this. Not to mention the two other deaths they got for that. Yeah, just again, Vex just able to just collapse on the enemy team like it's nothing.
All too true. Meanwhile, back down here in the bottom lane, Mob versus Nawa. Mob going straight on him. Ham has activated, pushing up on those boots, not able to do anything else.
Okay, and here we go. Surprise! They're going to get better out of this.
Surprise! Baldier's going down 12 minutes in the game.
I'll get it right at some point. Maybe in my 5th cast, maybe I'll finally pronounce his name correctly.
It's okay. The chat likes to insult me, not you.
Oh, that's good.
They're doing it right.
they're doing it right there.
Yeah, I tried to.
Good. Yeah.
I almost alt-tabbed, to time out someone, but every time I try to alt-tab, the game will freeze on stream, so... Can't even swing the ban hammer. The guy calling me drunk.
Oh. Well, aren't you?
I wish.
You wish? Okay. Well, now that we've got that straightened away with.
Now that we have your sobriety pin back in place, good sir.
Yeah. Looks like Moxie's going to try and move up here on Vermilion, try and just pressure him a little bit.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that. Prego going straight on top of Heck. Great charging strike out, but Prego still going on down. Has to charge up the Inertia Blade to get the movement speed out of that hairy situation. But, dear Lord, that ace DPS output. Oh, Kashfi goes on top of him. Nawa as well, up there, getting the E-proc along with that ball lightning, but he is back to slow as hit.
I think it's safe to say that Prego in that moment possibly soiled himself.
Too late! Wubby's up here as well. Ray with the freeze cannon going straight on top of him. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. And the death ray comes through that, and a Bedlam Bolt steals the kill. Now Jesu trying to attack Nalis, not able to do enough damage as we have Cakes coming up there with the ultimate rocket. Question mark, will it connect? No! Denied yet again, outrunning it.
One advantage that Illuminati will take out of this is Vermilion's going to finally take that bottom tower, give them a little bit of global gold.
Yes, that is what we can hope. There it goes. Vermilion grabbing a
There
tower,
we go.
but Wubby goes in there, misses the stun. Nalise, though, connects with the avalanche. There goes the Bedlam Bolt again as well as an ultimate out there from Heck, trapping Jay-Zoo, getting the kill on top of Nawa. Counter avalanche coming in by Prego, wanting to move back up there. Hex taking too many shots from the tower, looking like a very, very tasty morsel, but there is no ultimate coming in there from Vex as he is still down for 16 seconds.
Watch for Mob to try and take this second tower here now. It'd be very interesting to see if he can make that happen. He may not because he has no vision of where the enemy team is. He may think they're backing. But if he can take this second tower here, is definitely in the favor of Illuminati for that fight.
All too true right now with his solo Chinese farm sitting up there at 415 GPM. Very respectable. 428 though on the enemy team with Zaiku on Malady. 542 still. Nawa, oh my gawa. Going in there. Look at that great ultimate jump back out of Wubby, but he gets the catastrophe to the face, and there we go. Coming in is Ruin, and he gets the save on top. And now Nawa's still going to actually pick up that kill with a great zap. Now we get the Vorbis Seekers going out there, unfortunately procking over to the creeps and to Wubby along with Nawa. Not enough, but he's slowing him down. And there we go. Nali's coming in there. Great avalanche as well. Ruin having to pop up the shield, wanting to get out of there, but he is not going to find any safety or shelter in this rain, and that is going to be a Spinsicle taking him out. No, stolen by Wubby yet again. Freeze Ray 2 OP, and that is going to be a double picked up. Yes, it is. On top of
Yeah, it's a double pickup. Yeah, Illuminati definitely did not get the benefits of that at all. That's the risk when you lose sight of the whole enemy team. You have to weigh the fact that if you're down on their second tower, that they can come and, you know, they could be backing. They could be up on your ass in any second, and that's what just happened to Mob at that point.
Yeah,
He did not weigh the risks.
That's one of the saddest stories of today. But Nawa, definitely playmaker number here. But the irony that Nawa, highest GPM, doing well, not the MVP. Wubby with Ray, MVP there, assist master J.
Yeah, a lot of assists there by Wubby. Wubby's had a real strong game there, landing those stuns. And, you know,
before
getting those
Baldir
finishes
goes
down.
down.
Yeah, Baldir down
Oh,
again.
oh, they spotted it though. Here we go. They know there's only two
enemies.
enemies.
They may get this one.
Oh, nope, nope.
They will not get it. They won't get it. They won't even be able to clean up any kills out of that one.
Oh, it's such a sad day.
They're just too late. You need to get those timers. You need to have vision on that center of the map as much as you can.
That's right, and it's kind of easy to have that vision. I mean, there's two obelisks there that will allow them to see if there's anything happening in Baldir. But
there's no reason why, when you're running a 2-2-1 setup, that you can't have one person rotating at that observatory every now and then.
Most definitely. Though Illuminati still doing their best to hold on as we have Moxie coming back in here. Nawa sees Ruin, wants to get a bite out of that astronaut. Meanwhile, heck, of course, and as you can see, this is what Vex does. They keep stealing all the vision, all the towers, all the things. I mean, they even steal kills from each other.
Map control. Map control is the name of their game. That is what they do. They like to get in those 5v4, 5v3 situations where they're just as a team and the other people are caught out. That is their playstyle. That's what they like to do. They love that map control game.
And it's a very, very smart playstyle. It's what's profiting them into these finals. Though, unfortunately, we have Zaiku being caught out. Yet again, great Golden Gate drop as well, but stunned out by Wubby is going to be Prego, and now Ruin will end up picking up that kill. Now there's a counter avalanche coming out there by Nalise as well. Great shield coming out there for Prego, and there we go. Death Laser's coming out, not able to proc on anyone, but Carter gets the stun finally on the rocket, and that is going to be Ruin porting straight back in. Great positioning there. Want to get a grab on Wubby. Mob ends up taking out Nalise, and oh, Carter absolutely denied by the freeze ray. Wubby picking him off like it was nothing at all. That was too cute.
I mean, that was in Illuminati's favor there. They've really turned the playstyle that Vex loves against them there by catching 3 other guys out, but you know, they still lost someone. And this is the thing: is it seems like they can't, even in those 5v3 situations, totally capitalize on them.
And that's because they're so behind on the farm. I mean, let's take a look. Hail 478 GPM. Heck, sitting up there, you know. Dragon Shield already up, building into more items. We have Wubby there, sitting with 444 GPM. Already has the Grimoire, allowing him that extra magic penetration, which is why he's able to pick up so many kills. Meanwhile, Ace Nalise, 425 GPM. Again, Dragon Shield, Dragon Shield, Dragon Shield on whoever needs it, allowing them to have the survivability that they need. And Sindara going to Vex Gaming, Ratmia. Now they know. Illuminati knows. Can they capitalize on this? That is the question.
There's a thing. You have 2 half-health people, and here they go. Vex is going to bail on it.
Vex is going to bail. But can Illuminati take this chance to go straight in? I mean, they're taking the damage over there from Sindar. Sindar is able to be taken by Illuminati right now. They either need to go all the way or go home, as Prego is now being taken out. There's the Avalanche straight to him. Great Avalanche counter back out of there. But we have Heck moving straight in, waiting for that Earthquake. There goes the Earthquake. There goes the Death Ray as well. Cake's going down. Now we have the Catastrophe being dropped. Jay-Zoo going down. Bedlam Bolt to the face. The auto attacks will end up taking him out. And now Mob having to get another Whirlwind to the face. Auto attack takes him out of there as well. Ruin one-man army standing out there by himself. And he is taken out by the Zap.
That wasn't a terrible fight for Vex Gaming. That was not a terrible fight there. They managed to just wait them out. They said, hey, let's not fight under Sindara. Let's back off in the bushes. Let's wait for the health regen to tick. Let's let them see if they think they can take it. They're already half health. And then we'll jump in and we'll reap the rewards of that fight.
That's right. Key
Prego got a
positioning.
little bit too. Yeah, Prego got a little bit too cocky there. Decided he can go in there. You know, he's like, hey, you know, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let me show you my biceps. Well, they felt them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get killed. Oh no.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. Got a little bit too big for his britches there.
And as the timers are, once more, we have Baldir under attack.
You're going to see Moxie now. They're going to set up. They're prepping for a mid push here with Krytos.
Yeah, very smart. They're going to push up the top lane as well. Try to go for that double generator and quick Crux. And Wubby, though, look at the damage coming out there from Carter. Very, very strong. Looks like he's going to be trying to build into a Grimoire as well, though I think it's a little bit too late for that, buddy. I would have definitely went with some survivability instead. But, again, I'm not in this game. I'm just that one guy that says all the crazy things.
Yeah, that's right. We're the bads who, you know, those who can't do stream.
Oh, but Nawa has a Hexbane out of there. Look at that. CC coming out the wazoo for Vex Gaming right now. Very, very smart item to have. And now we have the big monkey man pushing up on the mid. Krytos getting onto that tier 2 tower. Look at it just melting down there. We have Prego coming in with the spin sickle, trying to get some extra damage on him. Jay-Zoo, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. Can they melt him before he gets down the shield on the generator? And yes, they can, but
Vex read that well. They saw that Krytos only had that one bar left. There wasn't much protection there for him. They didn't want to get under that tower.
That's right. And look at this reposition there. Swarm Rocket's not going to spot them out fully, but Carter's Rocket will.
Carter's Rocket, I don't think actually hit that time.
Yeah, it did. It just hit a guy with Dragon Shield.
Okay.
Yep, and that's the power of Dragon Shield. You can take so much poke, especially if someone's not fed. Now, if Carter had a few more power items, definitely those rockets would be something to be deadly. But, again, we also see Carter, he's doing a lot of engages without using Ring of Fire. He's having his DPS, literally. Oh, and speaking of which, there we go. But, again, minimal damage coming out. And then Ruin goes in, swings in on top of Nawa. Nawa getting the spin sickle straight to the face. And there we go, the Bedlam Bolt along with the Ace in the Hole ends up taking him out. But, again, we have the counters coming out from Zyku as well. Good Bedlam Bolt coming out from him, along with that Whirlwind taking out a kill. One more time, great Golden Gate drop as well. Unfortunately, Heck, though, taking those rockets out there from Carter. We have also Mob moving straight up, takes the stun over there from Wubby straight to the noggin. Though he will end up using this ultimate behind him to try and get into position, uses the cheesy ending as well, but now he's being slowed down by the freeze ray. He has to drop out that invisibility in order to stay alive, but the avalanche comes out there from Nelly's great ultimate.
By Nelly's.
Great counter back on him as well, trying to keep them out of the fight, but Zyku moving in there. Zyku in great positioning as well. It looks like still, even though they had a great engage on top of Vex Gaming, that's still a 2-for-1 trade.
It just comes to a point, Wings, when, you know, there's a cold advantage there and that's it. You know, no matter how good your engage is, you just can't keep up with the other team's item builds. And if you look at there's almost every one of these guys have 100 gold on their counterpart right now per minute. That is a big deal.
That is all too true. And while they did get Moxie, it still comes down to whenever they are engaging, they're out of position just a little bit. They're attacking the wrong guys. You want to end up taking out the Moxie, highest threat target. Second highest threat is going to be the Malady. You take those out, the tanks aren't going to be that much of a problem, but they're still trying to take out Hale. I mean, Hale, yes, he's good, but he's got the farm to be good. He's not the guy you should be going on. Speaking of which, take a look at Ruin. He is absolutely dominated being trapped out there with Ray's Static Shield, along with the Dark Storm and Whirlwind. Just so much damage coming out, and that's why you take out Malady.
Vex Gaming is going to take the big bad for 2 towers. I don't see what or 1 tower.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's 1 tower, but I don't know. I don't think that was really worth it there. They probably could have defended and then went and take the big bad too. You know.
Most definitely. Baldir ended up going down. They're going to get the push onto the mid. We do have 8 seconds left before we have Ruin back into the game, and unfortunately the level advantage here is starting to really take its toll. We do have 2 people on level 14, so that kind of evens it out for the hard carries, but again, the farm on Vermilion versus the farm on Moxie Mob, he does have that crushing mace. Very good. 40% armor penetration no matter what. So while that helps out, he really needs to have a little bit more attack speed to make it viable. That, or he needs to just stay in the back and hammer away at them like there's no tomorrow. But definitely that addition of the crushing mace there. 44% armor. He has a modified crushing mace, so I want to see what all he actually has on that. But it's going to provide him with a lot more of a damage output. Speaking of which, there we go with the initiation. Prego being caught out. Catastrophe on top of Jezu. Jezu taking the death ray along with the ball yarn. Ball lightning straight to the face. He ends up out of there. Mob, though, look at that double hit on top of Malady, taking him out. But now he is going straight down. Double kills coming out there by Nawa. Heck hitting the kill on top of him, and that is going to be a GG, I do believe, as Prego ends up taking too much damage. Nawa with the zap.
Moxie acing him. Look at that. Moxie just carrying hard there. What a good fight. Heck, obviously just chasing Vermilion right out of that fight there. Didn't even have a chance. I was amazed he picked up that kill there. Good persistence there to stay on that guy.
That's right. And Wubby, the playmaker, deserves this MVP. He's always landing off those static fields. I mean, he's setting him up. Malady's knocking him around, and Nawa ends up taking him down. Very, very great plays. And look at this. Only 3 of them is what they need to take out Double Generator. Now Jezu, he's in the danger zone here. He thinks he can grab him out there. Great use of the death ray though. Oh my goodness! Ends up just knocking out Nawa. And now Ruin, great ultimate up there as well, taking out the Heck. And now we have Wubby having to run back. Dodging it. Great slippery heel. But again, he's taking too much damage out, and he will be picked out as well. But that is still a generator down.
Still worth it, in my opinion, for Vex. They still picked up that generator, that middle generator. They have a lot of damage on that top one. Illuminati did make a recovery there. Don't get me wrong. They did take down 3 people there. So, you know, the fight obviously went in their favor. But that 1,500 gold from that generator, not worth it. Still not worth it. It's hard to make that worth it no matter how many people you take down afterwards.
Well, if you get a full 5 wipe and a counter push, then it would be, you know, worth it for Illuminati. But again, at least they defended the secondary generator. That is good.
That is good. That is one bright spot there. They were able to pick up those couple kills and defend the other generator, because two lots of 1,500 gold distributed to the entire other team. That's that would be rough. That's 3,000 gold almost instantly.
And Ruin, while he is building up, he does have the dampening cloak, as you can see here, along with the Dragon Shield. He does not have power gone to it, so he's sacrificing a lot of his damage output and survivability, because the more power he has, the better this antimatter shield is going to work. I mean, look at that. 660 along with 363 on the Dragon Shield. Definitely needs more power to make these damage mitigation just a little bit better. Meanwhile, Cakes on Carter, he's been getting slapped around so much, you'd swear he was that fat kid in middle school that you just didn't like. He's finally starting to get some damage up there. 257 with Rocket Barrage whenever it's normal. Extra 60 DPS on your magic with Ring of Fire. Doing all right, but it's still level breakdown, level 1 on that. He is level 11. Definitely not doing the damage output that he should. And while they are just roaming around, that is the second generator being taken out. They need to capitalize on some kills right now. Cake's going with the ult, gets off the bile. There we go. Great counter stun over there by Wubby. Death Ray gets canceled out as he gets stunned yet again. Death Ray on top of Cakes. Now we're going to have Nalis coming in there with a spin sickle as well. Looks like Ruin's going to take a catastrophe and a ball yarn to the face. That's going to end up taking him out. Nalis actually capitalizing on that. Heck with the great earthquake as well. Walking around, taking him out yet again. And now Nalis going straight to Prego, looking for a secondary avalanche in another 3 seconds. No, spin sickles takes it away. Yet again, double kill. And now we have Zyku running up, trying to get a kill on Jezu. Bada bing, bada boom, sweeping strikes takes him out of there as well.
And this will be the game here now, Wings. The thing you're going to see here now, the thing that Vex does so well is that they collapse. When a guy goes down, it's one for all, man. It's like they're just like the Musketeers. It's one for all. They're all in immediately. They collapse the minute one of their guys get hit. When it comes to these late game team fights, they're just on top of everyone. And you know, you just saw it. They were jumped in. They were all over Illuminati once they collapsed on Ray there, on Wubby.
And that is a great game. Game number 2 going to Vex Gaming, making them your champions. Illuminati hitting up second place. And, of course, Team WWW, a.k.a. Oh, I already forgot their long name that they had for this week.
I'm not sure really who I'd give MVP to there on Vex Gaming. Vex Gaming had two really strong players there that really helped out big time. I mean,
I'm sticking it with what the
Wubby
game
and Nawa.
said. I'd say Wubby.
Yeah?